A good friend of mine just brought back from Korea this set of watercolors for me. It's 18 colors and they're pretty basic colors here, but I really am curious to see what these are like. Korean brands, from what I understand, tend to be really vibrant and really, really good. So this was a special gift that my friend brought me, and I'm really excited to try it out. I have this palette that has a top. It is old and worn and loved, and it comes with a bit of a story. When I first started watercoloring and wanted to watercolor, this was probably back in 2015-ish time frame, I went to a used art supply store that also had new watercolors. And I said, I want to buy new watercolors. And she directed me over to this used set. And it was full of colors, and they were wonderful, probably professional grade colors. And they had probably come from tubes similar to this that had been squeezed into each of these wells. And then you would get it wet, reconstitute it, and you would mix it in this area right here. I have loved this palette so much, and I've been starting to not use it anymore because I don't know where those paints came from. I mainly used all of those colors from that palette, and I couldn't replace them. So I thought it was time to really clean it out and put this to good use, which I will be doing with these colors. I am so excited. So I wanted to just kind of think about how I would arrange this in a tray. And I've got a white here. I rarely use white, but it's really nice to have a white. So this is how I think I'm going to set these up. I'm going to squeeze quite a bit into the well here, and we're going to just get going with this. So that is in there. Next, we are going to create those nice little color maps for ourselves so that our color map will do this so that we can see what they look like on watercolor paper. What I did is I took this paper, and I didn't want to use a whole big piece of paper. So I have my 7x10 here, and I made these little squares. I'm not going to do the white, so this one's a little wonky, and that's fine. This has 9. There are 9 down here. And we are going to create our little map. So I want to start by trying to make it as dark as I can, so I can see that dark color. And then adding more water, drawing it down. All right, as you can see, I have all of this in here. It matches my tray, and I will put this in the top to the tray, as it does have a top. and let it dry. And here's the thing, once these dry, all I have to do is get them a little wet and they can be reused over and over and over for years to come. And let's take a look. So this is the Korean brand that I just worked with. And then this is my Winsor Newton Professional Series set. And I'm looking, and the colors are rather similar. What I will like to do, it looks like the Winsor blue. Oh gosh, look at this. The cerulean on the Korean set is so much more vibrant than the cerulean on the Winsor and Newton. The Prussian blue really matches up with the Indian Theron, but this feels a little bit more Payne's gray-y to me, which I really like that moody dark blue. Maybe the Cobalt and the Indian Theron are a little bit closer in color, or the Winsor blue you could see. French ultramarine and ultramarine deep are similar in colors. So it's going to be really fun to just kind of play around with these. There's no real orange in this particular set. I can of course mix an orange by bringing my red and my yellow together, or my vermilion and my yellow together to kind of get what I'm looking for. There's this really pretty sap green, and I think that is, yeah, the permanent sap. It's just a really rich color. It's fun to see what this is doing on the paper as it begins to dry. So letting it sink in for a bit will be a really good idea. But anytime you get a new set of paints, you're going to want to do this. It gives you a really good idea of what the colors are going to look like on the paper for you. And if you don't know what that looks like, it's going to be hard to paint with them because you don't know if you can get the color that you're hoping to get. I hope this was a fun and enlightening tutorial for you. And again, I'll show you the top. It's these École for Professional Watercolor Alpha colors, and they are really beautiful. And École in French means school. Enjoy, have fun.